November 2016, Oregonians overwhelmingly rejected M97, a $6 billion tax on sales. April 2017, 4 months later, lawmakers led by Senator Mark Hass proposed another gross receipts tax on Oregon sales. Businesses would in turn pass the cost along to consumers. Oregon was taking in more revenue than ever before, but legislators were desperate to raise taxes to plug a $1.8 billion deficit. To succeed, they needed all Democrats and one Republican legislator in each house to support the tax. And so, Priority Oregon took on the challenge to fight the tax. We launched a compelling advertising and grassroots advocacy campaign targeting legislators who held the key to defeating a tax on sales. Legislators needed to feel the heat from voters. Other business groups took a softer approach. They offered up a hike in small business taxes and said a tax on sales might be acceptable at some other time. But Priority Oregon called out the gross receipts tax for what it was. Within days, we launched broadcast, cable, radio, and online advertising, branding it as a hidden sales tax that would hurt families and small businesses.
So it's not really a tax on a company's sales. It's really just a sales tax on us. So tell your legislator not to soak us with this new tax.
Senator Mark Hass told the press that the ads were threatening his ability to reach some sort of compromise on the tax issue. In just 3 months, Priority Oregon activists flooded targeted legislators with over 3,000 emails and over 3,500 phone calls. We built an online community for activists on Facebook and Twitter and fed them daily, generating 19,000 comments and shares and turning thousands into hundreds of thousands. Unionized government workers applied massive pressure and hit the airwaves.
Don't let big corporations balance the budget on the backs of Oregon workers. Stand with us and demand that big corporations pay their fair share.
But Priority Oregon got out in front of the unions, reaching out to over 1 million Oregonians on the airwaves and online, causing thousands to reach out to their legislators in opposition to this hidden sales tax.
It's a story as old as dirt. Oregon government takes in more, but still can't pay the bills. They say they're putting a tax on company sales, but we know the truth. Companies will pass the cost onto us. Food, gas, medicine, everything we buy will cost more. It's really just a sales tax on us.
Legislators gave up. Thanks to Priority Oregon and the grassroots efforts of Oregonians like you, the legislature abandoned its plan to pass a new tax on sales. It was an epic win for Oregon families and businesses. Republican Senate leader Ted Ferrioli said Priority Oregon was the only coalition advocating clearly, effectively, and consistently against yet another tax on sales. Without their campaign, we may have seen the legislature approve a new multi-billion-dollar tax on Oregonians. Oregon now has an advocacy group that can respond fast with strategies and tactics that can get the job done. We're Priority Oregon. Join us.